Good day, everyone. Today we're going to take a step back in time and look at a device that was once a cornerstone of communication and is very much in the news today. The pager. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do so and click on the bell icon to receive notifications. Although we live in the age of smartphones and instant messaging, there was a time when a simple beep from a pager could change your day. Let's explore the rise, function, and eventual decline of this fascinating piece of technology. Pagers, or beepers as some folks call them, are wireless telecommunication devices that receives and displays numeric or text messages, and were the king of the communication hill back in the 80s and 90s. They were especially used by professionals like doctors and emergency responders for quick, reliable communication. They were simple, compact, and rugged little devices that got the job done. When someone wanted to reach you, they'd send a short numeric message to your pager, and beep, beep, you'd get notified. Some advanced models even allowed for alphanumeric messages. But how they are different from mobile phones? Here's the kicker. In the beginning, pagers were strictly one-way communication devices. They'd tell you to call someone back, but that was about it. Imagine getting a message from your boss at 3 a.m., and all you could do was find the nearest payphone. Pagers operate through a radio signal network. The sender uses a phone or another device to send a message, which is then transmitted to a pager via a central control system. Once the pager receives the signal, it emits a beep, alerting the user to check the incoming message, which could be a simple phone number to call back or a brief text. Pagers began gaining popularity in the 1970s, particularly in the medical and emergency fields, where constant communication was essential. By the 1980s and 90s, the technology had spread to various industries. The pager's ability to deliver messages quickly, even in areas with poor phone coverage, made it indispensable. It's like having a tiny computer in your pocket. There are several types of pagers. First, the numeric pager, which simply displays a number for the recipient to call back. Then came the alphanumeric pager, which could display brief text messages. Two-way pagers allowed users to respond, sending short messages back to the sender, a precursor to text messaging. So what did pagers exactly have over mobile phones? Well, reliability is one. Pagers used radio frequencies, which meant they had better reception in remote areas and inside buildings. Plus, their battery life was phenomenal. A single AA battery could keep a pager running for weeks. However, mobile phones ultimately pushed pagers into the history books. As cell phones and later smartphones became more affordable and widespread in the early 2000s, pagers slowly became obsolete. While cell phones offered voice calls, text messaging, and data services in one device, pagers simply couldn't keep up, though they are still used in niche industries. Despite their decline, pagers are still used in healthcare, emergency services, and remote areas. Why? Because they are reliable. Pagers work even in areas with limited cell reception, and they have a long battery life. In critical situations where every second counts, these features are invaluable. Here are a few interesting tidbits about pagers. The first pager system was used in 1921 by the Detroit Police Department. At their peak in the 1990s, there were over 60 million pager users worldwide. Pagers were a popular accessory in pop culture, with many hip-hop artists and movies featuring them as status symbols. While the pager may no longer be as common as it once was, its influence on modern communication technology cannot be denied. From emergency services to medical professionals, pagers helped keep the world connected when it mattered most. Today, though largely silent, they remind us of a time when communication was just one beep away. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech nostalgia. Until next time, thanks for watching.